welcome. Today I have a pick a card reading for you, but it's about romance. If you're single, this is for you. It will go over what the choice that you made says about you, who's coming in for you, how you'll meet them, when, what that will be like, what's going to happen. I also pull some sexual magic tarot and some romance angels and a couple other things. And I never really do romance readings like this, but I was really called to. So I hope that this finds whoever it needs to and that you guys enjoy it and that it gives you hope, because there is hope. Thanks for watching. Okay, here is the pick of cards for you to choose from. We've got group 1, group 2, and group 3. I took off all the names of the cards so that they can distract you guys. Just focus on the images that you see and let yourself intuitively feel which one is for you. Time is almost up, so if you need extra time right now, just pause it and come back. Ready? Welcome. If you chose group 1, the cards that were underneath that stack were Drama Queen, the Self, and the Empty Room. These cards represent somebody that is like on a ride in their lives. Like they're just like almost, being driven around by, the universe, and they're just taking everything in. And they like drama. Drama tends to cultivate around them regardless. This can happen like in their relationships. You could have like crazy high highs and crazy low lows and crazy hard fights and breakups and makeups, and it's very drama driven. And the empty room there shows it's about like, what's fueling that. And the empty room is a card that shows a longing for a wholeness, like there's something missing, a void, and there's a constant like attempt to fill it, to make yourself feel whole again, but it's not working. It's like you're longing for something and you know it, and nothing satisfied that longing yet. You know what I mean? Alright. What does group 1 need to hear the most when it comes to their love life? Everything is constantly evolving. Wow. That's like their way of telling you that even if you feel like you're like off track, don't worry, because you're not. Alright. Who is group 1's ideal partner? Who's group 1's ideal partner? Next great love. Who is group 1's next great love? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so your next great love, we got the King of Swords. The King of Swords, typically an air sign, typically has brown or black hair, brown or like hazel eyes, green eyes. Very intelligent, but also can be kind of cold. They're not like super nurturing, but the love is there. It's just that they're not very like, lovey-dovey. But that's okay. They make up for it in other ways. And we also pulled the Queen of Swords. This could be because this reading is for multiple people watching, men and women. Or it could show you as one of these, and vice versa. But the Queen is also very intelligent, air sign. She could be calculating, cold with her words. Like she can she's got comebacks for days. She'll burn the shit out of you if you try and make fun of her. And she'll just do it off on a whim. She doesn't have to think about things. It just kind of comes out. So, for group 1, we have this swords suit coming into play. Very interesting. How will group 1 meet these sword lovers? How will group 1 meet these sword lovers? Thank you. How will group 1 meet these sword lovers? Give us a second here. Thank you. How will group 1? Oh, thank you. Okay. So when it comes to how you guys will meet these love interests, we pulled the 9 of Wands, the Tower, the Lovers, and the 2 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is a card of like preparedness, like you're expecting something crazy. The Tower card shows like something crazy happening, like well, it doesn't have to be crazy, but it's something that causes like emotional upheaval, something that bothers you, like having to move. Everything, you know, you've been working for is suddenly getting wiped out from underneath you. But the Lovers here could be like a decision. It's also a card that represents relationships. It may be indicating a breakup having to occur, or like a decision to move, because 6 of the Lovers card represents decisions, and so does 2 of Wands. Really, the 2 of Wands talks about like having a couple paths ahead of you, and the need to make a decision going forward on one of them. So it looks like this sword energy lover is going to come into your life after either some kind of big breakup, some kind of big move, or some kind of big decision. But you'll be ready for it. Okay. When will this occur? When will this Queen or King of Swords energy come into their lives? Oh, thank you. Okay. So I just went and I pulled the High Priestess, and I pulled the Devil, which is a 1 and a 5, which equals 6, and I asked for confirmation, and I pulled the 6 of Wands. Okay, so what I get from this is your angels telling you intuitively you're going to feel it coming. You're going to know. And also this card can mean like victory, major moves, being like acknowledged for like hard work and dedication, and the Devil card shows like addictions, codependency, feeling restricted. So it could be like they could be saying it can come after some kind of devil energy gets overcome by you, but I don't think so. I think the 5 and the 1 and the 6 are what's important here, and I think it could be 6 months. I know it's a long time, but I would say 6 months to 2 years probably. It depends, and it only depends because everybody's different who's watching this, and everybody's on different parts of their path. So some of you may have a little more of this to do and less of this, and some of you may happen just like that. Let's see. I will ask my astro cards about that too. Alright, now we're going to pull out this Tarot of Sexual Magic. We're going to ask if there's anything else I can tell you about this relationship. Oh, thank you. Right off the rip. Okay, so right instantly we got this card here. This card says discovery. It's a feminine energy, which means it could be about the feminine energy in this relationship. And it says Leo, moon. The physical nudity offered to the eye is matched by the transparency of the heart. A magnet attracts, a lock opened, reflection. Whoever undresses gives themselves to a gaze without modesty, unafraid of judgment, ready to face the truth. To undress is to declare oneself ready for love. Wow, so this could be you. You might have Leo or a Leo moon, or they might just be telling you that whenever this person comes into your life, you're probably gonna find that you naturally just are comfortable, like just bearing it all to them, and it's because they're gonna be accepting of you and not judgmental. Or it could be a sign that may be something that you have to overcome when this person comes into your life, like not being afraid to like be yourself wholly, fully, you know, the self. Let yourself really experience the love that you're being offered. Okay, we also pulled this card. It says trials. It's a Sagittarius Sun card, and it's number 17. It says departure and distance are trials to be faced. Lavender flowers encourage feelings to endure. By traveling and overcoming various trials, the hero transcends their instinctual and human nature, realizing the divine spark present within us all. In love, it's much the same, and the greatest test is to put aside one's ego to make room for another. I think that this has to do with this Tower card, decision-making energy. Like, it might be a sign that this person is going, like, you two are not going to be very close together. Like, somebody's going to have to move and make that decision. And it's going to be a test. And it could be the masculine energy because this is the Sun card and that one was the Moon. So, like, the feminine might have trouble really like, letting herself be, like, bare and raw and exposed. And the masculine in this relationship might have trouble, like, leaving to come to the other person. Making that commitment, breaking away and doing it. Alright. Can you give us another sign for group 1 when it comes to a timeline of when this new love will come into their lives? What's a sign that they can look for? What's a sign that group 1 can look for when it comes to this new love, this Sword couple? Thank you. So we got second houses. What's a sign that group 1 can look for when it comes to the timing of a new love interest come in? What is a sign that group 1 can look for when it comes to the timing of group 1? This love interest coming in. What is the sign in the heavens group 1 can look for when it comes to their love interest? Okay, we got Cancer, second house, Sagittarius, interesting. Alright, so you guys can look for major transits to your second house. We also got first house here and Sagittarius, but I feel like it's partly for you, partly for them. Like you might have issues come up in your second house, like of resources. Like maybe you will start needing more help from somebody, and he's gonna, and I mean not he, the partner is going to be able to come in and help in that regard. Because the first house here, it says embodiment, you know, and then, you know, the Sagittarius energy, exploratory, so it's like travel, embodying the traveling aspect. And Cancer represents the home. It also represents like nurturing, loving, feminine energy, very sensitive, very psychic. And the second house is how you earn your money, but also how like you spend it, what you're spending it on. So I think that there may be it may happen during a full moon transit to your second house. It may happen when your Cancer or like any aspects to your second house, but I think mostly they're telling you that it's going to come a time where you might need help regarding your resources in your home, and they love you and they're going to be dating you, and that's when things are going to pop off, if you know what I mean. Lightning. I'll ask one more. Give me one more sign for those watching. I know there's a lot that this will be about to take off for them. Can you give us another sign? Another sign. Okay. So the angels are also telling you, if that doesn't resonate, you can also look for sun transits. And the sun transits will probably be to the 11th house, which expands, the people that you hang out with, the community that you know, your work, your clients, your work people, or the 4th house, which is kind of what I was saying, issues with the home. So any kind of transits where the sun might be going through your 4th house or their 4th house or their 11th or your 11th, that's a good sign that timing is right. So overall, I'd say group 1, you guys have probably been through some, very dramatic, crazy relationships in your past. And although they might feel like they're fulfilling at the time, they always leave you like feeling like something's missing. And that's because it is. You haven't found your person yet. whether you are male or female and you're watching this, you're going to get a swords energy person. These people are most likely brown hair, brown eyes, brown hair, or hazel eyes, green eyes. But they're most often very mercurial driven. Like my partner, he is Virgo and Gemini. Very mercurial. And they're very smart, they're very intelligent, but they're also not super lovey-dovey, which is okay because they show up in other ways. And the angels are telling you that this person that you're seeking is likely going to come into your life after something happens where a big change occurs, either by a decision you made, a breakup, or a move. It'll most likely be within 6 months to 2 years, or possibly there might be like some kind of addictive or devil type behavior that you have to overcome first. But I'm pretty sure it's a timeline thing. And the angels are telling you you'll know this person is your person because you're going to feel like you can be vulnerable and get naked. And whenever you do, you get that reciprocated. Like the people in your past, you may have like felt like you were getting the real them, but really you weren't, even though you were giving them the real you. That's not going to be the case this time. As long as you don't let your past keep you jaded and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and open to them. And don't be surprised if if this person is going to have to move in order to come into your life, because it looks like a hurdle that is going to have to be overcome. And when it comes to extra timeline ideas, we got 4th house transits by the sun, 11th house transits by the sun. Also, we got 2nd house issues regarding like income in your home, or like a loving person in your home and how you spend that on them. But I think it's about your home resources. I think something's going to happen where you may need a little extra help, or they do, and it's just going to make sense because 1st house embodying a Sagittarius travel energy. It's going to require, some traveling to get there. They're going to have to get into their Sagittarius energy and, get a travel bug, adventure. Alright, let's see. What can I do next? The house do you do? Like a pony. I hardly ever use these, but that's because I don't often choose to do love readings. What can you tell group 1 about their love relationship that is coming in for them? What can you tell group 1 about this love relationship that's incoming? What can you tell group 1 about this love relationship that is incoming? Whoop, thank you. Wow. We got engagement. The angels are telling you that this person that's coming into your life is like, it's going to be a whole new level of commitment, one that you haven't had before. This can also be a sign that you may have been in a relationship with this person already, or like known this person because you could be taking things to the next level. What else can you tell group 1 about their new love that's coming in. You know, group one about their new love. Those are coming. Oh, thank you. Okay, it's not for everybody, but they are bringing up codependency issues affecting somebody, which could be this devil energy that I picked up on earlier. You'll know it if that's the case. If it's not, just leave it. It's not for you. You know, these readings are for multiple people. So sometimes one card will go for you, but one card for someone else. And you could know that just by, like, sometimes when I listen to readings, I just kind of trust. Like, oh yeah, that's not me, that's somebody else. So if this is for you, the angels are telling you that there is an addiction that needs to be broken, whether it's to somebody, drama, a drug. There's some kind of codependent thing going on there. And they want you to stay optimistic about your love life. Like, they know it's hard because, like, especially you can be a little dramatic. And you've been through a lot. So it's understandable to like, feel like it's never going to happen. But they're telling you it's going to help. Try and stay as positive as you can. And they're reminding you that in order to get to new levels of connection with either friends or lovers, really, you have to show them a vulnerableness to you. You have to be vulnerable. You tell them something, they tell you something, you know. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. So don't be afraid. I know that, you know, past hurts can hold you back. But really, it's better if they don't. Just forget about all the bad shit that happened and allow this new person to come in and be a whole brand new start for you. Because you deserve it. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you, Group 1. I've enjoyed this. I hope you have too. I try to get, you know, as much information as I can for everybody. If you have any questions, drop them below. I will try to answer. All right, love you guys. Okay, welcome. This is for Group 2. If you chose this section of cards, the cards themselves, they talk about being a critic. That's what this card discusses. It talks about being critical of yourself and of others, maybe. Almost too much, like a perfectionist. This card talks about somebody who's seeking oneness. Like, they see how everybody actually is just one being. Like everybody on the planet. We're all literally just, you know, a part of God. So we all are of God. We all basically are just that one being. We are God. And this card, agape, I don't know, agape, who knows? But it represents like total devotion. Okay? So these tell me that you are likely somebody that really wants real love. You want to find somebody that's totally devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. You know? And in the pursuit of that, but it's because you are. Whenever you're in a relationship, you give that off. And so you want it back in return. You have like high standards. But the angels are saying that because of this, you can almost be a little too harsh and like push away good people for no reason. So it's good to keep in mind that it may help to not be so strict when it comes to like your standards. But I mean, it's a good sign overall. And this basically shows me that you are somebody who loves hard and you're ready for a good love relationship in return. Okay. What is it that group 2 needs to hear in regards to love? It says stop putting that thing off. It's about being assertive with something. Maybe that has to do with like speaking or communication or your job or ideas. Or like taking, the initiative on something. Like you're not wanting to do it. Your angels are saying, quit putting it off, just do it. It's better to get it done. Alright, so first I'm going to pull some cards from... Alright. Can you give me some hints to help show group 2 that this is for them? Tell me about group 2, the critic. Tell me about my group 2, the critics. Thank you. Out of me. Tell me more about group 2, the critic energy. Group 2, tell me about group 2, thank you. Okay. You are going to know if this reading is for you based off of what I'm about to say. Okay, just keep this in mind. If you are somebody who has recently had some big changes happen in your life, so big they almost felt like they were fate, like it was meant to happen, even if it like sucked ass, or it could have even been something that helped you for the better, but it caused like super turmoil in your life. And it may have even caused a breakup. We got the 3 of Swords here, which is delay or separation in terms of time and space. It's also like heartbreak and just feeling like stabbed in the back. I mean, literally, she's being stabbed in the back. And then we have the Lover's card, which could be a relationship. So big changes leading to, a fucked up situation with a person, a relationship, or a decision. The Lovers also represents a decision being made. It also represents Gemini energy. But it looks like whatever it was, like to me it looks like this couple, like things have ended in a very sad way. Very heavy emotions, also like very much primal, carnal, instinctual, like issues, like feelings coming up that like could have led to this, but it's sadness. I see a couple that has, so if you were in a relationship recently and something happened in your guys' life that caused some kind of change, and the change caused turbulence, like this guy's anxiety, trying to navigate the changes in his life, but he's having a hard time. And then just feeling like getting stabbed in the back and having to make a decision that it might be time for you to go, because it just looks like it's ending. It's heartache and it hurts. So if that sounds like you, if you guys have been in a relationship where you were not treated as you should have been, or where some kind of major change occurred and just things kind of just went downhill from there, I think this is for you. Okay. Alright, tell me about Group 2's next great relationship. Group 2's next great relationship. Thank you. Group 2's next great relationship. Thank you. Ooh, okay. So for your next great relationship, the angels gave me the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Princess of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Six of Cups, and the Prince of Torches. Alright, so what I'm seeing here is the angels are, I think they're telling you that your next great love interest is going to come in a time where you're gaining more stability in terms of, material things, financially, because the Ten of Wands shows like somebody that's been carrying a load all by themselves, very heavy burdens, but it's like they're reaching the end of that, and it's made you a tougher person. It's turned you into the sword energy, which, she's ready to fight. She's got her armor on. And they want you to know that you may feel like you're not, where you want to be financially yet at this time, but you're doing good, and you'll money was definitely going to be coming in, but you might be spending it just as fast as you get it. But the burdens of the financial weight and the responsibility will be being lifted, and it'll become a little easier to traverse. It's going to cause you to see things in a whole different way. They're showing the Hanged Man. That's when somebody gets a new perspective on situations, on themselves, on issues in their past, on relationships. It can also be a sign of getting like a timeout, vacation, feeling stagnant. But I think it's new perspectives. I think you're gaining stability on your own, and it's helping you to see the world in a different way. And then they're showing somebody that the person that's coming in for you is going to be somebody from your past, most likely. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's that feeling of when you're a kid and you just have those wonderful memories that pop into your head and you just long for that time again. This is what this card represents, but with anybody, with people, with pets, with loves. And it tends to show somebody from your past that you have a memory link like that with coming forward. But it could be a past life. That's the one thing. So we're not sure. But they are showing this person as this Prince of Wands. It's like the Knight of Wands. And it's a fire sign. Very passionate, creative, burst of energy fire sign. Out of all the knights, this one is the most passionate, and he believes what he believes, and he charges forward, and nothing can change his mind. So the angels are saying that your next great love interest is most likely going to be a fire sign, I think. Fire signs tend to have lighter features, like blonde, white, gray, light brown hair, and blue or hazel eyes. They're, very sexy, very creative, very unique energies, and they're fun, and they can bring that spark back into your life. Okay, tell me more about how. Thank you. How Group 2 needs. How Group 2 needs to serve you. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so when it comes to when and how, the angels gave me the Knight card, the Star card, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands. The Knight card it's a card that represents that time in the night when things, might be feeling a little tough. But, I mean, there's also good things to be had in the night. Like rest. It's somebody that, it tends to show somebody that, like, is coming in right at the end of, like, a time where things have been hard. And even though, it's like a energy of, come here, let me be in this with you and experience it with you and comfort you. And it's also a card of, like, using the night to its fullest. But I think it could be a sign that this person is going to come into your life once the feelings that you have, like you're in your night period, are over. Because the Star card shows somebody that's feeling more optimistic, somebody that's on the right path, on like following their life purpose, fulfillment. It's also hope for the future, like regaining that hope that may have been lost. And it's also a card of communication. It's Aquarius. It's represented by Aquarius, which is like, internet communication, phone calls. But it's also like living your purpose, starting to, do what you were meant to do. And it's doing it knowing that the angels are like backing you all the way. And then we have the Fool card, which is a new beginning. The long night is over. Hope is starting to bloom. And there you are, a new beginning where you are ready to start fresh. And bam! The Ace of Wands is, for me, it's always been a message card, a phone call, email, text. And it shows us, like, it could also show, okay, it's also a card that could represent a new, like, creative spark in your life, a new path that you go on, a new endeavor that you choose to go on following something that you're passionate about, something that sparks that creative flame within you. But I'm really understanding from all this that there's like a healing and a learning that's occurring, and a new beginning that will be experienced before this can take place. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull some astrological cards to see what we can get from that. See if we can get a timeline down, because to be in butt heads. Alright. What can you tell me when it comes to timeline? A timeline for my people. Group 2. Try and give me a timeline, please. Can I get a timeline, please? Okay. Alright, so first I pulled Chiron. Chiron is it's an asteroid, and it's known as like wherever Chiron is in your chart, like your birth chart, it tends to show where like your big wounds are that need to be addressed. Like for me, mine is in my house of mother, and it's in like Cancer. So with Chiron, you made a fool out of me. And we also pulled opposition. So Chiron, opposition, Vesta. Vesta is another asteroid, and wherever it is in your birth chart, it shows devotion, like an area that will be a major focus in your life. Whatever house it's in, whatever planets are there, whatever sign it's in. So they're telling you that there's going to be an opposition between what you're devoted to and what needs to be healed. Or they could be telling you you need to heal in order to get devotion. They're such buttheads sometimes. Can we give me a timeline, please? Give us a timeline for Group 2. When can Group 2 expect to meet? Thank you. Alright. So, we pulled... Wow, okay. So I pulled Pluto. Square. Oh my God. Venus. So maybe astrologically you can look to see if Venus is going to be squaring Pluto, or like squaring, if Pluto will be squaring like your natal Venus at all in the upcoming transit. But really, I think they're still being buttheads because Pluto's about transforming something. Because squares bring tension so that they have to be transformed. And Venus is about love and attraction. So they're literally just telling you, you know, healing. I mean, it also is a good sign, you know, timeline-wise, because you're going to know personally when you're experiencing these things. Oh, they also give me Neptune, which represents oneness, which, remember I got that card 1 for you? It's the 1. And Juno. And wherever Juno is in your chart, it represents your soulmate, your partner. Like in your birth chart, you can, like, if you can go look in your birth chart right now, you can see where Juno is, and usually whatever sign it's in, like Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, that, like, it tends to be a good sign that that person is a soulmate. So it's bringing you oneness into your soulmate relationship. Very sweet. So they're being buttheads. They're telling you that this healing has to occur. And they won't give you a definite timeline, I don't think. But that's because healing must take place in order for love to grow. Love to be able to come in and grow. You know? Alright. Let's pull some sexual magic tarot. For fun. Sexual magic. Woo-woo. Alright. Two. We understand. Tell me something about Group 2 and their new love interest. Here's Group 2. You know about their new love interest relationship.
Well, wow. Okay. So, I'm going to pull these out so I can read them to you. Because they're very different from what you would think. Okay, first card we have here. It's a feminine energy, a Capricorn moon, and it says waiting. Passion lived fully but without frenzy, not overwhelmed, savoring the moment. Waiting has two sides. The sad side that experiences a sense of separation or emptiness, and the serene and confident side of those who await a change, a fateful encounter. Waiting becomes anticipation, which makes everything taste better. To wait serenely for someone, write on a paper all you wish from them with a red pen. Tie them around a red bottle of wine with a ribbon of the same color. Leave it to rest in the dark until the new moon. Then toast to love. You don't have to do that. That's just what it says. So this card is them telling you that you're not going to feel like you might actually enjoy this time because you're going to, like, if this is for you, you're going to know it. And this is going to resonate with you, like, so hard. You're going to, like, be like, I know for a fact this is mine and this is happening. And you're going to enjoy that time. You're like, oh, I can't wait while you work on yourself, you know? Okay. Here we go. We got nipples. Sorry, guys. This card is a feminine energy. It represents a Cancer moon. And it's desire. It says desire begets reality, manifesting as a mirror image. Even a child can be a mirror of the couple. Desire is the father of action, a primal urge to move, become active. It's the first step towards creation. To help conceive a child, capture moonlight inside a pitcher of spring water with a mirror. Let the water sit for 7 days under the moonlight, then use it to dilute the wine that you will toast to before making love. I think it's talking about cultivating desire into your life, like that desired relationship. And it's talking about like giving it to yourself or mirror, like seeing that in the mirror, because, or even in everything, like it's telling you literally a kid could do it, but it might also be a sign that, like, let's say as women, you know, even men, everybody, sometimes we go through periods where we, you know, don't get a sexual satisfaction that much, and it becomes not as important. But they're telling you that it is important, because without that longing and that desire and that, you know, I need this feeling, you won't seek it and it won't seek you. So do some self-care, do some work. Look at your lady bits with that mirror and admire them and tell them how beautiful they are. It's important. That sexual energy that we have is literally what we use to manifest and to bring forth creation into the world, materially and, you know, like a baby. But if you don't have like desire, that feeling, you can't do it. You need it. Alright. This one is another feminine energy. It is an Aquarius moon. And it says truth. Number 22. Gold is the symbol of truth. It must bring out the sincerity of the heart. Truth is enlightening, a disruptive form of knowledge. Although knowing it may initially destabilize, it's always better than any lie. And it says, for magic, to know the truth, place an emerald on a green stone, or a green stone on the forehead of your sleeping partner, and on their chest, a coin or a gold medal. Then you can ask him all the questions you want. That's silly. But I think this is about like having like it's a hard truth, not being told, okay, your person's gonna come in at 6 months. It's gonna actually take work and healing and you gaining stability and cultivating that feeling of desire within you. And it sucks sometimes, but it's also actually very helpful in the end because it gives you optimism for the future and it takes away, things that can't be true, falsehoods, so that you're not blindsided by reality when it smacks you in the face. We're just being real. Sometimes we can give timelines, which we did in the previous reading, but sometimes it's just hard. And literally, whoever's reading it, it's like destined upgrades need to occur in order for the space that is needed for that person, that love, to come into your life. And you have to be ready and in a place where you're willing to receive the love. Finally, we pulled 17. This card represents a masculine energy. It's a Sagittarius the Sagittarius sun, which is a fire sign, which could be your person. It says, departure and distance are trials that will be faced. Lavender flowers encourage feelings to endure. By traveling and overcoming various trials, the hero transcends their instinctual and human nature, realizing the divine spark present within us all. In love, it's much the same, and the greatest test is to put aside one's ego to make room for another. So I think that your person, they may end up having to either travel or give up something in order to be with you. But as they should, because you're doing all this work to cultivate them in your life, and the angels are telling you that it's likely going to be similar for him, but you're both willing to do it, and you're going to work on yourselves to improve so that you can come together if you want to. I mean, I never want to force anybody. Can you tell me anything else about this relationship for group 2? For my critics, anything else? Group 2. Anything else for group 2? Oh, we got one. Okay. Ooh. Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. So this card is number 1. It represents another sun sign, another fire sun sign, Aries, sun, masculine. It says, driven by passion and ardor, a new partner will burst into your life. Conquest is a primordial need of human beings, without which there would be no desire to explore new lands and knowledge. And in the imagination, the body and mind are beloved, are the terrain of conquest, an endeavor to which you dedicate all your strength and passion. So they're telling you a trial will be faced, and then they will burst into your life with passion, and you will be, physically conquest. Getting that. I'm just kidding. Be careful. Whoop whoop. You know what I mean, though. Alright. Let's do one more. It's for group 2. What else can you tell us for group 2? What else can you tell group 2? What else can we tell group 2 about their new love interest, their love life? Tell group 2. What is group 2? Whoop. Okay, they go. Aww. It says, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from your past experiences, more love will pour into the present moments. So you guys, I know it's hard, it sucks when you have to go through everything, but honestly, it's always so much, it's worth it. The hard moments of our lives create beautiful beings. Like, you have no idea how resilient you are until you have to be, and you are one badass resilient person, and you have, because of your experiences, you have high standards. You know what you want, and you're seeking like a spiritual connection to somebody, and you're gonna get it. The angels are telling you you're gonna get it. As you heal and you throw away these things that have been holding you back from your past relationships and experiences, letting those burdens go, you're literally going to be making room in your life for the new love to come in. And all you're doing is, empowering yourself, working on yourself, finding some kind of stability to where it's not so burdensome, doing everything on your own. Is there anything else you can tell group 2? Oh my god, that's so funny. Because we got the 6 of Cups earlier. It says this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So you do know this person. And it's likely a fire sign described, like I said, blonde, lighter features. Blonde hair, blue eyes, white hair, gray hair, light brown hair, blue eyes, hazel eyes. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Very fiery, very passionate. Okay. Woohoo. Let's can tell group 2. Thank you. Oh my god, that's so funny. It says reconciliation. Someone from your past will be returning to your life. That's so crazy. And then we got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment that you're in fully. So whenever you are happy in your moment in your life as you are, whenever you are in love with yourself, whenever you are pampering yourself, and that's when the real love comes in, because you're giving that to yourself, you're experiencing that every day, and you're attracting more of that along the way. All right, group 2, hang in there. You're doing good. You got a great reading. You guys are going through major healing processes. I know they're always tough. I just came out of a 4-year one, so I totally understand. But the love that's coming is going to be worth it. And it's going to be exciting for you. You're going to enjoy wondering and feeling and waiting and being excited about it. And you're going to know whenever it happens. So good luck. Thank you for watching. I really enjoy doing these for you guys. If you'd like to get a reading, check out my website, asktheangelstarot.com. It's cheap. I don't overcharge. I love you. Have a good day. Okay, for group 3, we have this bunch of cards. These ones are really powerful. We got the Seeker. The Seeker represents somebody, it's like an eternal student for life. They're constantly wanting to know more and figure out how everything works, how the universe works. Eternally curious. We also pulled the Hunter and the Mentor. These cards tell me that you are seeking a very spiritual connection. You want to gain wisdom, experience, and knowledge from your relationships, and it's important to you that they fulfill that thirst, curious for information, for how things work. And you are the Hunter shows that you are You know, like whenever you know you want something, you will go get it. You're just seeking, like you're waiting until you find the right fit. And you will. And I think you know you will. It's like an intuitive thing for you. Alright. I'm going to open up the Instant Magic Oracle. What is it that Group 3 needs to hear the most regarding their love life? This is a big one. This says, share cosmic energy. Leave a cute note for a stranger. Put it in an envelope and label it Dear Stranger. You can leave this note anywhere. On a car, a windscreen, on a seat on a bus, in a locker, at the gym, hanging on a tree. If you are stuck for ideas, you could try, Dear Stranger, I just wanted to remind you that you are significant. You are sparkly and you add value to the world. Dear Stranger, always remember that you are a cosmic force. And then it's page 297, which equals 9 energy. Wow. Very spiritual, very powerful. And look at that picture. It's like Gaia growing from love. And that breaks down to a number 9, which is very like powerful energy. Okay. First we're going to ask the tarot cards about your person. Okay. Can you tell me who is going to be group number 3's next great love interest? Thank you. Okay, we got the Knight of Wands. Alright. Thank you. How will group 3 meet this person? So we got these two at once. And now it came out right after. Or how you will meet. Alright, when will group 3 meet this person? Give me a timeline. When will this person come into group 3's life? Oh, thank you. Interesting. So when it comes to when, I'm going to pull the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Wands, and the Hermit. Can you tell me anything else about this relationship? Thank you. Okay. I pulled the Star, the Page of Cups, the Magician, the 9 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Man, that song is stuck in my head. That vampire song. Okay. So the Knight of Wands is here representing your person. Then The wands are the knights. First of all, they seem to be masculine, but in this deck it's a feminine, so it could go either way. But they're very passionate, very fiery, full of life, charisma, and they're also pretty gifted intuitively. They've got like that spark of passion. Like out of all of the suit cards, this one is the most passionate. Like, they got dreams and they're pursuing them. And when it comes to like looks, it tends to represent people that are more lighter colored featured, like blonde or white or light brown or gray hair, and lighter eyes, like blue or hazel eyes. It's a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. So that is your person that will be coming in. How you will meet them, we pulled the Mother Star, the World, and the Sun. These are all 3 major arcana cards, and so it's going to be a big deal when this person comes into your life. It's going to be at a time where you have like graduated something. It doesn't have to be school. You can literally like overcome your own personal things, and the World card would come up. It's like achieving really hard fought goals. Like, you deserve acknowledgement, reward. You're going to the next level, and you might even be like achieving a long-term dream, because that's what the Sun represents. It's like radiant health, positive energy, but it tends to show somebody that is getting like a long-term goal accomplished. The Mother Star also talks about like the hard journey that you've had, and that you've had help along the way. So you're going to meet this Knight of Wands is going to come into your life after some major shift for you. You're going to be achieving something, graduating, overcoming things, getting a new job, some kind of major step up in life, okay? When I asked for when, they gave me the Hermit, which the Hermit card represents somebody that has withdrawn for a while, seeking knowledge and healing and doing inner work. They're seeking enlightenment on their own. And a lot of times you want alone time for that anyways. So this may be the angel's way of saying that part of this accomplishment that is going to be occurring in your life is going to have to do with this inner work that you're going to be doing. And once that's done is when they will come into your life. And the Wheel of Fortune is like fate. Destiny is at play here. And it's a good sign because it shows that like no matter what, your destiny is aligned with this person, and there's like nothing you could do to mess it up or delay it. Like, you are going to bump into them regardless, because it's meant to be. I think it's funny because the Five of Wands came out here, and this card is normally a card of competition, but they look happy to me, and like they like each other. It's like a recognition. Oh wait, you're like me. Yeah, you get me, you know? I bet that whenever you meet your Knight of Wands, that's how it'll feel. especially if you go through a process of enlightenment and like you've like embedded these new beliefs within you, you might feel like nobody gets you until this person comes along, and then it's like, wait, you are my person. Like I feel like their tails just want to like intertwine, don't they? I like it. Cute. And I asked if there's anything else, and we pulled the Star card, which shows communication. It's also a card of optimism and hope, and a sign that you are like on the right path to achieve your dreams. And then we got the Page of Cups, which can show like communication, or like an offer of love. But it's also a card that represents somebody that still finds magic in everything and falls in love very easy. The Magician card represents somebody that knows how to manifest and alchemize to get things they want. And then we got the Nine of Wands reversed, which normally shows boundaries, strength, support, like being prepared for like the worst, but preparedness. But because it's upside down, I feel like it's a sign of tearing down boundaries that could be keeping people out. You know what I mean? You think I'm out. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make it pretty. Damn it. Alright. I think the angels are telling you with these that you're going to get either some kind of communication from them, because the Star card represents Aquarius, which is very much online communication energy. Page of Cups can also be communication, but it's like after you like accomplish this and become this different you, almost you start recognizing something and you start calling it in, and because of all the work that you've done, you know what you're doing and you can, and you're able to drop your barriers, your boundaries that could be keeping people out. And the Ten of Pentacles comes in. This is a card that represents having a happy home life, like a family, not just like success in relationships, but also success in your like marriage as a business. Like you guys have a family, or you will have a family that has all its material needs met, and very spiritually evolved, very fulfilled in all aspects. And look, he's got lighter features too. So it looks like there's going to be some major shift in your life before this happens, but it's gonna happen. Oh, it's happening. Let's see if we can get some clarification on the time. Already shuffled these for you guys to save time. Alright, I'm about to do one more. Can you give us a clue when it comes to timelines and this Nine of Wands energy entering Group 3's life? When will this Nine of Wands energy enter Group 3's life? How long? What are some astrological signs that will show Group 3 that the Nine of Wands is incoming? What's some astrological signs that Group 3 can look for to show them that the Nine of Wands is incoming? There's some astrological transits or signs that let Group 3 know that their person is almost here. Okay. Alright, how will Group 3 know that the person's almost here? How will Group 3 know that their person is almost here? Thank you. Wow, okay. The angels are saying that whenever Saturn, which represents, discipline and achieving long-term goals, and Mars, which represents desires and action, make a conjunction, which that means they'll come together in either your 10th house or the other person's 10th house. So like for me, right now Saturn is in my 8th because I just went through Saturn in my 7th after my Saturn return. So for me, Saturn would probably be in my 10th house in a couple of years. And they're telling you that it's going to be like this union where your hard work and your like sexual desires are going to be joined together, and they're going to like burst forth in your career. That's how you'll know. Anything else? Anything else? Let me not count. Okay. I won't take it. Alright, let's also pull. Alright, I've been doing this for everybody as well. I'm gonna do sexual magic. Sexual magic. What can we tell Group 3 about their Nine of Wands relationship that's incoming? What can we tell Group 3 about their Knight of Wands that is incoming? What can we tell Group 3? What can we tell Group 3 about this Knight of Wands that's on its way to them? What can we tell Group 3 about this Knight of Wands? And what can we tell Group 3 about the Knight of Wands? What can we tell Group 3 about this Knight of Wands? What can we tell Group 3 about Knight of Wands? Thank you. Okay. And the first card they gave you when it comes to your relationship with this new Nine of Wands is this card. It is called Transgression. It is a masculine energy, an Aquarius sun. It says wildly elusive is the abandonment of the senses. Aquarius is a spokesperson of freedom, eager to go beyond and exceed their limits. An Aquarius cannot stand restraints or rules, and invariably they will rebel. I think that this is about the desire with the discipline. Like, when they come in, you're going to be ready for them. Because you're going to be feeling confident because you've achieved stuff. Wow. So the next one they gave us was this one. Card 11, self-confidence. It's a masculine energy as a sun, and it's a Virgo sun. It says, the tarot, like talismans, draws from us the courage to step forward. Awareness of one's shadows or shortcomings generates shyness. Sensitivity is a strength that should not lead to underestimation or hiding. They're telling you that you should step forward boldly and not be shy. That it will be very sexy. And then the last one we got, card 14. This is a feminine energy. It is a Libra moon, and it says trust. The bath, the water itself, a condition of absolute simplicity and innocence. Reflection. Libra strives towards balance, achieve harmony between two polarities, male and female, as equals, two halves of the same apple, a symbol of perfect union. In the other, you place the utmost trust, allowing yourself to be carried through life like a child by the hand of a parent. Aww. I think that this is telling you guys that this relationship is going to come at a time when you are like activated sexually and feeling yourself and ready for it, but also still like probably inexperienced. That's what comes with that, I think. And it's going to be like this perfect combination where you both come together and it's like absolute trust. Where you take them by the hand or they take you by the hand, and literally you're both seekers and you go on your like grand adventure of life together. Alright, last one. What can you tell us about Group 3's Knight of Wands relationship? What can you tell us about Group 3's relationship with the Knight of Wands? What can you tell us about Group 3's relationship with the Knight of Wands? What can you tell us about Group 3? Oh, thank you. Should I take that? Should I? Those are loser cards. I mean, it said attraction, getting to know each other. I want a good one. Give me a juicy one. We got the Knight of Wands. Thank you. This is it. We want it or not. Oh, look. Engagement. Your love is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So they're telling you that this is going to be a relationship that is way stronger in terms of commitment than you've ever had before. What else can you tell us about Group 3's Knight of Wands relationship? Thank you. Oh, this is important. Okay. Separation and pay attention to red flags. And also, there was something about the seeker that it's like somebody that is seeker energy can accidentally like see the best or like what they want to see in situations when it's not the case. So I think that comes with this. Like, until this person enters your life, and you will know when they do for sure, it's like gonna be a big moment of graduation for you. Until then, the angels are telling you, you might have trickster energies come in, and it's important that you pay attention to the signs. And maybe like even just like allow yourself time to go through your own karma process before you allow anybody else in, is what I would recommend. But I mean, it's your life, it's your decision. Nobody wants to be alone, really, but just be careful. Is there anything else you can tell us about this? Anyone's love relationship for grouping. Anything else? Questions? Oh, okay. Okay. They also say codependency and release your ex. Okay, so whatever they're talking about over here with the separation, pay attention to the signs, codependency, release your ex. This could be an actual person from your past that you're still kind of drawn to. And if that's the case, they're encouraging you to just pay attention to what you see in front of you. They're not here to tell you to leave them, and that's that. They just ask you to pay more attention, you know? What do you see? Do you like what you see? Are you enjoying your life? Are you enjoying the experience with this person? Are you enjoying the things that y'all do together? Are you happy every day? You know, as women, as men, like in relationships, it doesn't matter. We always tend to focus on the other person's needs before our own, but really it's your life and you're meant to be happy above everybody else in your life. And nobody should stop you. So if you want to be with that person, if they make you happy, go for it. But if you ask yourself that and they don't make you happy and you're miserable, it might be healthy for you to take a step back. Because you got some good stuff coming in. You're going to be like a whole new, elevated, knowledgeable, you know, you, full of life, full of life's energy, ready to go forward. And once you get there, oh my God, people are so attracted to that. It's like, it's almost scary. So you just be careful when it's like your light. They can see the light, you know, when you build it up. But that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget, Saturn and Mars conjunction in your 10th house. That's when this love is coming in, and you'll be ready for it, and everything's going to go great. Alright guys, if you like this video, like it if you want to, please, share it, whatever. But more importantly, go check out my website. I worked really hard on it. It's my artistic baby, and I share my stories so that others that go through my stuff one day won't have to do it alone. I love you. Thank you for watching.